Hi, Dr. Mark here for Natural Health. Hope you're having a great day. Monday night again, our weekly health shop. We're a little bit late tonight. We're going to eventually move our times to 6:30 because we have patients that come in around 6, so sometimes and it makes us run a little late. So we're going to try to shoot for 6 December, maybe somewhere in there. So anyway, tonight we're talking about dealing with winter challenges. This month we've kind of been working on immune system support and things like that. So we're talking about dealing with winter challenges this week. And but before I forget to, happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there from Natural Health. It's coming up Thursday, so that'll keep it interesting. Make sure you eat the good foods, not all junk. So, so what's up, Dr. Mark? Been around in practice now 40 years, so I have lots of fun here. It's getting more fun every day, especially with this COVID stuff. I'm really seeing the importance of health and being healthy, and getting away from some of the goofiness and the medical thing. So anyway, see a lot of changes over the 40 years, and we're seeing some big ones now. Anyway, we're talking about winter challenges, and of course, winter brings on the cold. And that's a stress to the body. Of course, the body sometimes has a hard time making enough energy to keep your body warm. So that's why it's really important to do walking, to do some exercise, keep your body moving so that your body can produce the energy it needs to stay warm. So heat is or cold, lack of heat, is a stress to the body. And then of course in the wintertime there's short days, so we have less sunlight to deal with during the wintertime, and we're not outside in the sun with our clothes or less clothes on, so our vitamin D levels start to drop as winter goes on. Now, one way that I like to help that is working with suntan beds like once a week. It helps to keep your vitamin D levels up, because your vitamin levels are not just from taking vitamin D. You have to have sunshine to activate it. So it's important to know that, because if you're just taking D3 out, the cheap stuff from Walmart, it's not going to help your body to be healthy, to have your immune system to work. You have to get real vitamin D complex. That's the type that's in food, and then you have to have sunlight to activate it. But that's why people normally have more problems with colds and flu at the end of the winter, more like in February, that time. Two is we have went through many of the holidays. We started with Thanksgiving coming up. Actually, we started with Halloween, and that candy is still around. And then you have Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, Valentine's Day, and Easter as more excuses to eat junk, sugar, stuff like that. So that's why, as the winter goes on, more and more people have problems with colds and flus and things like that. So winter's a very challenging time. It can be a nice time too, because you have more time inside. But then to realize when you're inside, if your furnace is running all the time because it's so cold outside, well, it's dry in there. You need to have humidifiers working, and you don't have to have an expensive humidifier. You can put wet towels in the back of a chair. You can put pans of water on your registers. You can just have your bathtub, fill your bathtub with water, and it'll eventually kind of evaporate throughout the house. Just different things like that. But you want to keep your wintertime environment moist or dry or wet, more moist, because that keeps your sinus passages, your lungs and things, keeps those passages more moist, and that way they can keep respiratory bacteria and viruses under control easier. If they dry out and crack, it's much easier for those invaders to get in there. So again, between getting your vitamin D levels up, keeping those in good shape, keeping your humidity in good shape, that goes a long ways to preventing infections. And of course, eating right over the winter. We're talking about, this is, Orange is looking at vitamin C complex, not ascorbic acid. That's what the FDA allows people to vitamin C manufacturers, which is really confusing to the public. But you want to try to get your foods, your vitamins in a complex of other vitamins and minerals that work together synergistically to help the body to be healthy. So oranges and things, fruit there during the wintertime, which is pretty much available. And just eating well, not eating sugar, not eating junk all the time. And again, if you have a holiday and you have a little bit of something, fine, but then don't make up 6 pecan pies and then eat that for the next month or two, because you're just asking for trouble. Sugar, the reason sugar is a problem, refined sugar, all the minerals and vitamins have been taken out of it, of the food where it came from, whether it was sugar cane, whether it was sugar beets, whether it was high fructose corn syrup from corn. I mean, all that's taken out. So all you have is the sugar, which is the drug that drives the body without any minerals. So the body has to rob Peter to pay Paul, take the minerals from the immune system to run the sugar, and voila, you have an infection. And it's not just that many of these infections are there just waiting to hurt you. They are opportunistic, and they're many times trying to destroy and reuse damaged tissue. So again, like for instance, in your respiratory tract, if they're very dry and getting cracked, tissues up there, the bacteria want to go ahead and help clean that up. But if it gets out of control, then you have a sinus infection. So it has to do with the environment, not just the bug. The bugs are around; they're around everywhere. So it's important to realize that. And it's important to remember you need to be, 99% good foods, maybe a dessert once in a while, but not this 50-50 stuff where you're getting all this sugar and junk. And you can get different types of nutrition in pill form, which is what we do at Natural Health as supplements. And you can just eat good foods. Butter, of course, being an oil, an animal oil is going to have vitamin D in it that your body can use, vitamin A and vitamin D and vitamin E and vitamin K on your good oils. And so you want to try to get as good a quality butter as possible. I think this is a piece of salmon, looks like salmon to me, and that's really good. Of course, fish and fish oils there, even like fish oil supplements. Again, those kind of oils are important to get supplements of oil-soluble vitamins. And it's a good energy source too. Oils are a great energy source rather than carbs. So as people start getting in after January 1st, everybody's into this diet craze. Well, yeah, you can do all these goofy things and lose 50 pounds in 5 days and all that stuff, but you'll notice by March or May you've got it all back on plus more again. And you have to learn it's not about dieting just to lose weight. It's dieting to be healthy. And once your body is healthy, you'll lose the weight you need to lose and keep it off forever. So important to get that in your mind maybe before you make any New Year's resolutions to lose weight, and then join a fancy thing or buy this fancy food, and then, like I said, you'll lose it, but then it comes back on with a vengeance. And of course, just enjoying life. You got sunshine there. If you could even take a trip where it's green, that's always nice too. But to avoid stress, I think this is a really tranquil picture here. So just trying to avoid the stress of the holidays is probably a really good thing to work at too. Everybody works so hard at getting Christmas just perfect for everybody, and pretty soon, if you go through the day after, everybody hits the presents under the tree, in half an hour it's all done, and then you got to do all that other stress, clean up. So just trying to avoid all the stress of the holidays is important, and just try to, especially after the year and a half we've had with this COVID junk, just trying to enjoy each other's company rather than worrying about all the money involved and all that kind of stuff, and paying for it later too. So just really important to look at Christmas as the gift of what it is, and not gifts for everybody. That's what we stress about that. And then of course you hit New Year's, well, you got to party hardy, and then you got to make New Year's resolutions to lose the weight you just gained because of Thanksgiving and New Year's and Christmas and all that. So just a cycle of stress, and which is not only stressful emotionally, but stress to the physical part of the body as well. And again, that's why we end up with a lot of problems with colds and flu at the end of the winter. And hopefully we don't have big problems with COVID again. There's some interesting things going on, but that's the topic of another night. So I think that is about enough for me tonight. Again, just a reminder to have a great and happy Thanksgiving, and then not stress out about Christmas. And don't forget also, we have free consultations at Natural Health. So good New Year's resolution, if you haven't ever been to our office, is set up a free consultation. We can show you what we do here, what we're here for, and then try to end this year or start next year being healthier. So we're here to help with that. So I'll turn it over to Dr. Chip, and he has some more exciting information to go over. So very good.
All right, great. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna continue our talk here with dealing with winter challenges. And I think Dr. Mark hit some good points there. He already talked a lot about probably a good amount of what I'm going to talk about, but I'll give a little different perspective and see how you can help yourself in these different times here too. So I'm thinking you can see it here. It's just a guy kind of doing a little run or jog here. But again, like Dr. Mark said too, is just moving your body. Again, I think we forget a lot of times too is that in the winter months, the winter time, we tend to feel very comfortable kind of inside, staying cozy and warm all the time. But again, it's good to get out there, kind of get moving your body. It could be as simple as walking a little bit each day, 10 to 15 minutes. But again, just something that's moving your body in a way. It could be slight stretching or simple stretching. But what that does, again, of course, it helps your blood to flow more in a good, healthy way, but also lymph drainage, helping the body to detox what it needs to. Again, movement is just good all in general there too. And again, it's not about doing some extreme workouts all that too. And again, those are good for those people that want to do those things. But again, simple things, keep it easy, and that actually helps promote good overall health there too. So now another picture here. I got a brain. You could say one side being the logic brain, one side being the creative brain, kind of the left and right brain, you would say. And why I put this up there too is that a lot of times is that we want to kind of more exercise both of these sides. Of course, there are people that are kind of more on one side than the other, but again, we could see is that logic is kind of more that working, business related, different little struggles we have in social relationships, personal relationships, all that too. And if we're getting too much on one side, if we're being kind of too analytical, too logical, that could be an issue there too, is that we're not, you would say, exercising the whole brain, allowing the body to perform different actions. And so when we're more creative, again, this could be a lot of different things, like just any activity that helps you get that creative outlet out. So it could be playing instruments, it could be building something, a project to work on, different little games like puzzles, writing, it could be journaling. There's so many different things that you could do, but again, it's good to make that something fun for you. A lot of people are going to be different in that area, so always being able to do something like that can help a lot there too. And again, why, of course I want to bring this up there too, is that wintertime, we're not out and about all the time, we're not getting out hiking or moving our bodies outside where there's plenty of sunlight and everything there too, so those are all good things for us at that time. But again, to be creative, we don't have to do all that. We can be inside, we can be in our house, or we can start a project or build something easy and simple like that. Can be very healthy for the body, not only the brain, but also the body. Again, kind of one and the same there too. So again, I put an ear on here. This is again more listening to your body. Now, a lot of times is that during the winter times, a lot of people go back and forth of, okay, you're eating foods, you might eat too much food, so now you got to work out your body really hard, and this back and forth there too of more feeling bad for the foods that you eat, so you have to kind of quote unquote punish yourself with the exercise of the later. You can see how your body is feeling and functioning, then we can kind of go too far in those areas there. Again, you should enjoy what you're eating, especially enjoying the foods with good company, with good family and friends is important. But again, not here and there that it's going to be a bad thing. Really, it's, again, if you're enjoying that, that's okay. And then again, on the other side there too, is that when you're working out or exercising, not to feel like you have to, but that you get to, that it's something that you enjoy doing, it's something that you appreciate that your body is able to do still. And so again, it's always good to just, take a little quiet time. It could be 10 to 20 minutes, but just listen to your body, listen to how it's doing, we could say feel what's going on there too. But you'd be surprised how much your body can tell you if you just listen more carefully. And that's not only for yourself, but even other people there too. So again, we're kind of wrapping up here, just a little shorter topic today. But this is another one too, kind of going into the Thanksgiving season, kind of more holiday season, getting time with family and friends. But enjoy the little things. Now, enjoying the little things, of course, sounds like a little cliche quote, but it's true. It's something that if you kind of help yourself to enjoy the little things more, then you can really appreciate the bigger things. And now, when you enjoy the little things, of course, again, there's a lot of stress, you'd say, out there, a lot of hectic times or anything like that. But it's up to us to choose if we can really, you'd say, find or seek out the little things that we can enjoy. And so again, sometimes it's just really about kind of stopping every now and then and appreciating what you have, or again, enjoying the little things there too. And again, kind of more in this Thanksgiving time, that we're reminded how important or how special that is to just take some time and really enjoy the things that we kind of hold dear, or even, again, little things as your breath. I mean, wow, what an amazing thing that your body takes in some air, filters it, cleans it up, goes through the blood, oxygenates the blood, helps the blood to circulate nutrients in your whole body, giving your body a boost of energy and all that too. So what an amazing system that we already have, but again, something little that we take for granted pretty much so. And again, we'll kind of leave you there too. Happy Thanksgiving, again, a little early, but again, always reminding not only ourselves, but you too, is that just to give thanks. And I think Thanksgiving is an important time that not only enjoying good food, enjoying good company, but really appreciating and giving thanks to what we have now. So that's always good. And again, there's plenty of research out there to show that how gratitude is very beneficial for our brain and bodies there too. So again, I think, that is it for today. So again, you can always follow us at Natural Health Quincy IL on Facebook, Instagram, Parler, Brighteon, BitChute, YouTube, and you can follow Dr. Mark Holschlag at GAD. You can subscribe to our email list at naturalhealthquincy.com. And again, that's the website there too. So if you want to know more information, if you want to find out more information about what we do in the office, how, again, of course, there's little things that we're showing or explaining to you during the videos here about how you can help yourselves. But sometimes, again, everybody just needs a little help there. So again, we're always here to help you in different areas that we do. Like Dr. Mark's explained there too, we do a free consultation showing you or kind of helping you see what we do to help you also. Again, we are located at 2000 Jefferson Street in Quincy, Illinois, and the number is 217-228-2040. So again, thank you so much for watching, and have a great rest of the week, and happy Thanksgiving to all the family, friends, and all the other people out there. So have a great week.